progress.
Alright, welcome everyone. This is our strength and balance class. This morning we will be going over some stretches and movements for our balance. And then this recording specifically may be a little bit shorter. If you're watching the recording right now, I'll add another video below this on Canvas that you could complete on your own. And that's going to contain the strength portion. And the reason behind this is I strained my neck, so I'm very limited with mobility right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and go with the balance exercises, which I could actually do and benefit from. But the weight stuff, I'm afraid I'm just not going to do too well with those right now. So to start off, we're going to go ahead, feet together right here. And we're just going to stand still. Okay. Right here. We're going to look left to right. So gently look left. Yeah, I had a competition over the weekend and I didn't get the best sleep because my body was aching and I was very tired, but too tired that I couldn't get comfortable up and down. And I don't think my body liked that. So over the next day or so, my neck got really tight and I haven't been able to do very much besides just stretches and light movements. So that's why Monday's class worked out. We were just stretching there. But this is our second to last week. Next week is our final week, so yeah, Meiji. So after next week, unless you're enrolled in my fall classes, do you know if you signed up, Meiji? Can you close your eyes?
I just conversation next semester.
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries. Yeah, if you wanted to, you could sign up and just watch the recordings too if you can't make it. So.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Let's close our eyes. Open your eyes and relax. We're gonna do a couple of stretches right now. Okay, so let's just go ahead and let me start this. At least track this. Let's do some snow angels. So I'll do more stretching, and like I said, if you're watching this recording, then just follow up with the video that I'll post below. I attempted to lift with one of the other classes that I teach, and I think I may have just irritated my neck a little bit more. So let's reach up towards the ceiling. Let's lean right. Let's go left. Very good. We're gonna just put our hands here at our shoulders and do some circles. And reverse. Very good. We're going to bring our shoulders up and down. Okay. This next one's a stretch, but it could also be a strength movement. So if you're watching this, or maybe if you have a dumbbell or weight, you could support yourself with the weight here. We're gonna separate our feet and we're gonna hinge at the hip. We're gonna bend over, keeping your back straight, and then come back. That's one. We're gonna do 10. 2. 3. 4. 5. 5 more. 6. 7. 3 more. 8. 9. And 10. Alright, so you could feel that on your back. Hopefully not too bad. Alright, let's go right foot in front of our left. Right foot in front of our left. How's your room? Is it warm? Is it hot in your house, or is it nice and cool?
It's okay.
It's okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too bad today. Let's go left to right. Up and down. All right, we're gonna lift our back foot. So we're gonna lift. And bring that knee up, down, up, down. Repeat. 4, 5, 6. We're going to do 8, 7, and 8. Alright, we're going to put the foot back down, and then we're going to close our eyes, okay? So be careful, open your eyes if you don't feel safe, and separate your feet, okay? So, again, close your eyes. Open them. Okay, very good. Alright, next we're gonna go ahead and do a couple of balance, some stretch, some strength. So this would be a little bit of strength and balance, so feet together, torso's nice and upright, and we're gonna lift the right leg up and down. We're gonna do 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, one more, and 12. Okay, we're gonna switch. Left leg, ready, and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Very good. We're gonna do slow high knee marches. Okay, so very slowly we're gonna drive the right knee up as high as you can and back down. Switch. Okay, so very slowly. Two more on each side. And one more. Okay, we did right foot in front of our left. Now we're gonna go left foot in front of our right. Okay, so left foot in front of our right. Just getting through these balance exercises, and then, like I mentioned, I'll put a video with some lifts for you afterwards. So. We're going to look left to right, so turn left, and then right, repeat. Up and down. Alright, lift your foot, lift that back foot. Okay, so elevate it. We're going to do high knee drives from here, so up. Okay, put your foot down, and then we're going to close our eyes. Have your eyes closed. Whoa. Open your eyes. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of strength. So this is gonna be our round the clock single leg squats. Okay, so we're here. We're gonna extend that right leg, and we're gonna bend this knee, okay, slightly. So we're gonna go 12. 1. You see this leg is rotating. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10, 11, and 12. Okay, very good. You can go left leg. Ready? So we're standing on our right knee is gonna bend. Ready? Elevate that left leg. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Very good. All right, we're gonna continue with some stretches, a little bit of lymphatic flushing. So we're gonna go wide stance and then just do big hula hoops. Switch. All right, now feet together, and we're gonna circle with our knees. Okay, so now our knees do the circles. Switch. Very good. All right, we're gonna do a right quad stretch. So grab a hold of right above your ankle and pull back. So again, just grabbing right here and pull back. And switch. Very good. Let's go ahead and find the chair. We're gonna do our chair squats. So we'll do 10 of each. Okay? These chair squats. Alright, so again, sitting towards the front of the chair, no support, so don't use your hands. And come up and down. We're doing 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna do one leg extended. So we're gonna do single leg squats. So extend that right leg. So make sure you extend that leg. And then again, no support here, okay? Ready and begin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, we're gonna switch. Ready and begin. So 10. We're almost done here with this balance session. So after this, you know, if you feel like this is not enough and you want to do a little bit more, then you could continue with some strength exercises. I'll have a video below. But we're kind of just taking care of our balance here. 4 more. 3 more. 10. Very good. Oof. Alright, just for a little bit of strength work, let's go ahead and just claw. So your toes, you want to claw them towards your heels, just to work on your arches a little bit. We do want good support, so just pull your toes towards your heels, working on those arches. And lastly, let's go ahead and get on our feet for our last balance and mobility movement here. We're just gonna elevate, we're gonna stand up, we're gonna elevate our right foot and trace the letters of the alphabet, okay? So A, B, C, D, all the way to Z. F, G, H, I, J, K, L, P, Q. And we'll switch. Alright folks, so that does it for the balance for today. Again, if you want to do a little bit more strength, there's plenty of videos on the YouTube channel, but I will also post some on the Canvas page right below this video, okay? So, appreciate you, Meiju. Thank you for coming. And then
thank you. I next Wednesday I watch the video recorded.
Okay, sounds good.
Because I pick up someone.
Okay, no worries. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See you.
Have a good day. Take care.